One, first I want to say all praises and glory be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Also honors and salutations to you, Akim, that's laboring in truth and sincerity. And shalom to you, few Akwaf that believe in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Now in this video, fair use by the way, they were talking about, well, it was supposed to be about this Space Force. All right. He was a Space Force commander, and he was talking about, well, the topic was dealing with military issues concerning the military leaders of Babylon. And towards the end of the conversation, this devil, all right, got off subject and basically tried to make a point, and it was aimed towards us Israelites. And how you can tell, because, well, when I play the video, I want you to listen to what he says, because it's totally off subject. All right, I'm gonna play it, and it's about a minute, maybe a little over a minute in, or at the end of the video. And Lord, running this video edifying. I'm just throwing it up raw. I got a few precepts in mind, of course. Got one on cue, one on deck, because basically what Esau is trying to do, he don't want to deal with the judgment, all right, that's quickly approaching for all the wickedness and evils that he perpetuated throughout the whole earth, and dealing treacherously with all the nations, all right, especially us. He don't want to pay for his heinous atrocities, all right, against us Israelites, the true children of Israel, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American people. We are the Israelites, and they know it, and they just don't want to deal with this judgment that's approaching, man, because we tell them of the judgments that's approaching. Because dealing with Esau, Edom, when you go into the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, it tells you that Edom, all right, the nation of Edom was not promised basically, the Most High didn't promise them any kind of mercy, because their judgments is going to be the greatest judgments in history, all right, because of what they've done to us, okay? So, without any further ado, I'll continue on after this video, but here you go.
Kind of identity politicking that you're talking about and that I'm hearing in your monologue. And so I'll just make one point to say that I think our senior leaders and our national leaders need to think very carefully about whether or not they want to inject tribalism into our long trusted institutions in this country that typically have not been infected with tribal thinking, with all that entails. Do we really want to walk the road that will cause us to abandon Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream of having a colorless society, where in fact we're starting once again to judge people by the color of their skin, impugning guilt to other groups of people based on their group identity, not because of anything that they've ever done necessarily themselves, but based on who they are, accidentally even, let's say. That is a good definition of racism. We don't impugn guilt to people based on the color of their skin.
No, and we
Now, notice the host, Tucker Carlson, a guy that visited the Elders Camp years ago, and there's a video out there, you can look it up, but knows he was puzzled when this guy was making this statement, and that was aimed toward us within Israel that's teaching the truth, the truth from the scriptures. Because, hey, man, you Israelites out in the world, man, that's not really paying attention to what's going on. Excuse me. Man, don't get it twisted for a second. These Edomites, right, these devils, they know that we're onto them. They know we have the truth, and it's getting to them. It's bothering them. That's why this guy made that statement. Because why would you make a statement if you're supposed to be talking about the damn Space Force, man? Come on, man. That was totally off subject. You know why? because his truth is getting to Esau. All right? To impute guilt upon someone. Motherfucker, all the shit you done, man, excuse my rude speech, all the shit you devils done, man. And now you want us to look past it? Man, you crazy? You know, all the countries you destroyed, the people you destroyed, murdered throughout the earth, all this great oppression. You want those institutions of oppression, all right, to continue on. But your society is being brought down very low as we speak. Even the earth this morning, Revelation 11 and verse 18, it says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. Now, what people on earth, all right, have put this earth, all right, in such a unhealthy state? All right, the earth is damn near uninhabitable, man. The air messed up, the water messed up, the land messed up. So everything that comes from it is all messed up. You did that, Esau. You Edomites did. This is your society. How the hell can you do all this wickedness and evil and shit and then think that it's supposed to be overlooked? And here it is. We're the sons of the Heavenly Father. We got our asses kicked for breaking the Most High's law, breaking that covenant. And now that your calamity is upon you, you want some kind of ease or some kind of mercy. You're not going to receive any mercy, man. All right? You're not going to receive any mercy, Esau. You can forget about it. All right? You can forget about it. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 7. I mean, man, you know, the nerve of this devil, man. You thought you was slick. And that video actually was about a few months ago, it said, 3 months ago. But it just came across my news feed. So I caught it. I'm like, let me click on this. All right? Because I seen the Space Force commander. I want to see what they was talking about concerning the Space Force, because, you know, Esau going to try to fight against Yahweh Shai and the angels. So I just clicked on the video based upon that to see what they talking about. Jeremiah 49 and 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the Dan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. Yeah, and so we're living in a time where the Most High is bringing that calamity upon you Edomites, all right? And now you want some kind of sympathy, all right? Or you know, you want some sympathy from us, or you want some mercy from the Most High. It's not going to happen, man. All right? You fulfill your role as being the wicked. And to this very day, you're doing wickedness. Talking about that's racism? It's not, hey, matter of fact, the Lord, the Most High, your Father is racist. Then now he chose the children of Israel, which are the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latino or Hispanics, the so-called Native American or so-called indigenous to the Americas. Then now he choose us over all the nations. Is that not what it's saying in Deuteronomy the 7th chapter? That he made us to be above all people that are upon the face of the earth? Come on, man. Our calamity came upon us. Did you fucking Edomites have mercy on us? Did you have mercy on Gad by giving the smallpox and the blankets? Did you have mercy on the tents of Judah? Bring them over here across the Atlantic Ocean in the worst condition known to man, cargo slave ships? Where is the fucking sympathy? Where is the fucking where is the mercy you showed? It's like I had to pause, there's music in the background, but like I was saying, where's the mercy that you showed us? All right? Because the scriptures tell you that Esau kept his wrath forever. Let's get that Amos chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof." So the Most High ain't gonna turn away your punishment, Esau, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. Well, who was Esau's brother? Real quick, let's go to it. Let's see who was Esau's brother. All right, the book of Genesis, chapter 25, and verse 25. "And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them." Yeah, our forefather Isaac was 60 years old. A score is 20, so 80 is 60. All right, so Jacob is our forefather, and that's Esau's brother. They was fraternal twins, but Esau came out first. He's the elder. All right. So what did Esau do? Pursue his brother. Who is Jacob? The so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, the so-called Native American Indians. All right, that's who we are. We're Jacob. And when you came and war with us, all right, because it was time for us to go down, all right, as a nation, when the Most High was punishing us and our calamity was coming upon us, you didn't have any mercy or show any mercy towards us. In fact, you did even more. All right, because all the things that happened during the hardcore slavery, during the Renaissance period on up to now, man, everything you've done been just totally heinous. To your own Edomite kind, look like, goddamn, man. We treat them like straight up cattle over here in America. All right, so back in Amos 1 and 11, it says, "Thus saith Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever." Right, and to this very day. That's why he made the statement of not removing the trusted institutions that they put in place for all these years. Because all these institutions oppresses us Israelites, man. All of them. I don't give a damn if it was through the welfare system, which broke down Jacob family structure, man. Start with Judah. On down, man. Where we live is chaos. It's chaotic, man. Thanks to Esau putting guns, putting drugs in our community. Liquor stores on every corner. Putting lead in the water. All type of arsenic and shit in the water. Putting lead in baby food. Arsenic in baby food. Persuading our women to give it to our babies. It's so many levels of wickedness, right, that you've done to us, man. It's not even funny, man. Talking about the color of your skin. You just labeling Judah black alone, man. No, Judah black and you're white. You're pure Judah evil and wicked. What a play on words, man. What a fucking play on words. Let's go back to Jeremiah 49 and finish up there. Well, man, Jeremiah 49, verse 8. Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the Dan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. And like I said, the Most High is visiting you right now. That's why plagues are hitting this place. Your capital, or your rulership, which is America, so-called America. This bitter place, because the word America means bitter. And it's for damn sure been bitter to us. All right. Verse 9, if grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he should not be able to hide himself. Yeah, the Most High made you bare, man. By what? Revealing everything that, as far as wickedness and evils that you've done. All right, and then your secrecy, your so-called illuminated ones, they even been revealed. All right, they even been revealed, and so all around, the Most High is really just, bringing up all the evidence upon you, man. Because basically making you bare is bringing up all your wickedness and evil you've done. That's the evidence the Most High is stacking against you, Esau. That's all evidence, man. All right? All the heinous crimes you did, man. Sterilizing men and women. All kind of shit you done, man. Selling us as merchandise. Hanging our bodies on trees for days on end. Setting Jacob ablaze at the stake. Jake on fire. Putting dogs on them, shooting cyanide on them. And the list go on and on and on. I'll be here all night, day and day after that, and week after that, month, and year after year, talking about the things that Esau have done. That's how much wickedness that you've done. Now I'm gonna come back to Jeremiah 49. Let's go to Obadiah. Obadiah, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. All right, and that's what you're experiencing. You're experiencing shame because you don't want to talk about slavery because you know it's so heinous, it's so atrocious. You don't want to talk about it. That's a shame. It's so shameful what you've done. You don't even want to. You don't even want to even give Jake any kind of, because they always talk about reparations, man. We'll never see that as a nation, man. Identity been stolen. Everything we had been stolen. Our land, which is the land of Israel, been stolen. Shit, America was stolen. How about that? America was stolen. And how you get so-called America? By violence. Come on, man. Now you want someone to feel sorry for you. Now you want Yahweh Shemi, I was trying to have mercy on you. You know? Let's get this, man. It's a precept on the it's in Job. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, it's like, bear me 1 second. It's a precept I had in mind. I can't, man, I'm trying to paraphrase it. Lord, when I can find it. Man, it's just, man, it's so, man, it's so, no, this is a good one, but it's in Job 20. I'm gonna get it though. Let me read this one though to keep the video going, keep this edification moving along because, man, I had to, do a video on it, man, because my spirit wouldn't let me just, be easy on it. But it is what it is. The book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiastes, chapter 27, and let's see. 26. I'm starting 26. It says, "Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein." Yeah, it's all kind of traps in this society that Esau set up to catch Jake, man, including the prison industrial complex. All right, verse 27. "He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh." And that's what's going on, man. Ultimately, ultimately the main thing is going to destroy Esau society are the missiles that the Heavenly Father is going to rain upon this place, man. All right. Verse 28. "Mockery and reproach are from the proud, but vengeance as a lion shall lie in wait for them." See? When it speaks about the missiles in the book of Revelation, it says that they had the heads of lions, and what they basically with their bite they do hurt. Roughly paraphrasing though, because when those missiles hit, that's it. The impact of them gonna, man, be so impactful, man, so powerful, man. All right. Verse 29. "They that rejoice at the fall of the righteous shall be taken in the snare, and anguish shall consume them before they die. Malice and wrath, even these are abominations, and the sinful man shall have them both." Who's ultimately the man of sin? Who's against the Most High's law? Ultimately, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, beginning with their elites. If you wasn't against it, you wouldn't have made your own law. You wouldn't have made all these unrighteous decrees, which are your laws that you had written, and pretty much almost all of them are set against us, man. All of them are. All right. Job, I'm going to read down a little bit. Job 20:4. "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment?" See? You triumphed for over 500 years now. Great triumphing, man. Great triumphing, didn't you? Triumph when we went down to slavery. We was crying and begging the Most High to save us. Right? And then the Most High didn't answer us because it was time for us to be punished, right? And you what you do? You took advantage of it. You made fun of us, mocked us in your movies, your cartoons, all that, man. Verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Yeah, because the destruction that's awaiting you, all right, Esau, is gonna, man, take you out so so far beyond that you can think of, man. All right, verse 8, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place be any more neither shall his place any more behold him. Yeah, because you know why? Everything that you build it, especially this place you call America, it's gonna be utterly destroyed, man. The Most High's gonna, man. Isaiah 14, and I'm gonna start at 21 because they're gonna go into that beast of destruction. Because this guy said, you know, from some they accidentally did. You ain't accidentally did nothing. When your foreparents was taking us down, they knew exactly who they was taking down. They knew they was taking down Israelites when they took down the tents of Judah. They knew they was taking down the northern tribes, which is us so-called Latinos and Native Americans when they came over to the Americas. They knew that shit. Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. And what's the iniquity of your fathers? I mentioned some of them. You know, I heard Elder Apostle Ariabla, he mentioned about how they would knock out Jake Tooth with a chisel and hammer and force feed him with a funnel. And I knew about that. Blood, teeth, and fucking slop you putting down Jake's mouth, man. So they can stay alive. So you can make them work your fields and build your kingdom. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith Yahweh. Yeah, that lines up with what I just read in Job. You're going to be like a dream or a vision of the night that just passed by. We ain't going to remember you, man. All right, verse 23. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith Yahweh of hosts. Yahweh of hosts has sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand. So we not worried about you Edomites, man. Your judgment is coming and it's due. All right, your judgment is coming and is very well appropriate for the actions that you've done. All right, the things you've done. All right, your sins have reached unto heaven. All right. Let's go back to Jeremiah 49 and just finish that up. So now he don't want the the calamity to come upon him. Man, you crazy, man. You crazy. Well, man, Jeremiah 49 and 10. I'm gonna close. I'm gonna read down to 12. I'm gonna close. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children. I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And that's us, man. That's us. We've assuredly drunken in that cup, which is slavery. The cup represents slavery. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. That's the Most High saying, you're going to drink that cup of slavery, man. You got a 1,000-year sentence waiting on you, Esau. If you don't know who Esau, Edom is, it's the so-called central banking families which call themselves Jewish. It's the average Joe six-pack, Caucasian, the so-called white person, man. Y'all the same nation. Y'all the house of Esau, Edom, man. Come on, man. Y'all act like y'all fooling someone, man. Y'all ain't fooling nobody. Y'all ain't fooling nobody. We know exactly who y'all are, man. And that's why it's going to be so fun in the kingdom of heaven when we got you in slavery. What do you think Revelation 13 and 10 is talking about? All right, who led us into captivity? We didn't lead ourselves into captivity. You see? And now you want to just go unscathed. All right. There was another precept that came to mind before I close. Man, you know what? I'm gonna go to man. The spirit, man. Man. Isaiah 24. And verse 4. The earth mourned and faded away. The world languished and faded away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Yeah, that means be approaching death as far as the word language go. It says, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth. Hold on, it's like I'm at the wrong verse. Verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Yeah, so the earth is defiled. All right, the earth is greatly defiled because of the way that Esau, have created things that are most harmful to the environment. The whole ecosystem of how the Heavenly Father set things up to work is all off course, man. Just had an oil spill in California. So the living things, the living creatures in the waters, what's gonna happen to them with this oil spill? There's been many whales for years coming up on shore just dying because the waters are inhabitable for the creatures in the water. You know? Yeah, I dare you YouTube that, man. Just the whales just swim the shore and just lay there on the shore on the sand and just die. That's how filthy and how foul, all right, this earth is, man. Okay? Let's see, was another one in there I wanted to... Yeah, kind. Let's go to, I'm going to go back to the 14th chapter of Isaiah. Let's touch on that. Because it mentions the fir trees, man. Isaiah 14 and I started 5. It says, Yahweh had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted and none hinder it. Look at that. See, it's the words of Yahweh Bashim Shah that's condemning you, man. You've lied and said, God is white, his son is white, the angels are white. That's pretty much what you've done. And so Once the Most High put on the spirit, start with Abba Bivens to bring out the scriptures in truth and really read the scriptures, you find out the opposite. You found the opposite. Okay? You rule all the nations in anger. All the nations are terrified once you approach their lands. And that's not by coincidence. They know what you're coming to do. The scriptures say that, you know, his heart cannot have enough. Or Slakia. It says their heart have more. They have more than the heart could wish. All right. So that's you Edomites, man. Start with your central banking families. All right. Verse 7: the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, that's gonna be after you put down, man. So right now the earth can't rest and sit quiet because the wicked is ruling. That's why the earth is in the state of mourning. All right, it's gonna take the Heavenly Father to send His only begotten Son back to break your ass down and to reduce you to nothing, and then the Most High Himself gonna rain them missiles on you, man. Make sure you don't rise again. Verse 8, yea, the fir tree, and even your fucking space force, man. Verse 8, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Yeah, a feller is someone that cuts down trees. You cut down trees excessively for no fucking reason, Esau. Just cut them down just to be cutting them. The trees are a part of the ecosystem because from the trees releasing I forget which one of the component it releases to the plants which create oxygen, but basically the trees and the plants work together to create oxygen. So by you cutting down so many fucking trees, you're cutting the oxygen short. You know, it's like I can't remember the components of oxygen. CO2 or something like that. But pretty much, that's what's going to happen, man. The fir tree is going to rejoice when you go down. And we're going to rejoice when you go down. And the nation's going to rejoice when you go down. Because they're going to say, man, at least we have it a lot easier up under the Israelites than we had it up under the Edomites. So, I mean, like I said, you Edomites don't want to deal with that judgment, man. But you're going to have to deal with that judgment because it will surely come. All right, and these plagues are not slacking. Okay, so with that, you know, I'm going to leave it at there. You know, Lord willing, you were edified in the spirit. All right, and shalom till next time.